Peace and divine light, everybody. It's your boy Knowledge Mine. I'm back on my square, you know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about the mistakes, the setbacks, the flaws. We ain't worried about that. Because we understand we're not perfect, but we back on the square today. Back on the square. So, just back on our square. One thing I've been doing lately is observing the body. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I always observe my body. Sometimes you can experiment with yourself. It's not good to do that, but sometimes you know the wise, like myself, the ones that understand how to get back to the place that we left. We experiment sometimes. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I've been hearing a lot about soda lately. Soda waters, just pops and shit. Y'all know a brother man told a story about how he was a kid. He seen a person that was murdered get blood cleaned up off the street when they use a soda pop to do it. So that lets you know it's chemicals in the soda that deteriorates blood. So what you think it's doing to your intestines in your body? You get what I'm saying? But just the other day, like about a week and a half ago, I found the case of sodas, whole case. Drunk the sodas, and then I start to feel sluggish. And then I also understand too, people do witchcraft. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I know how to break that. So stop doing it, stupid. And anyway, the sodas made me feel real sluggish. I said, I don't feel like myself. I said, you drunk those sodas. Them sodas are going to make you feel real sluggish. Like you don't want to get up, and I had to push myself to work out this week. I said, damn, I don't usually feel like that. I usually already get up and ready to hit it. I said, drinking soda pops and eating unhealthy foods will cause you to be sluggish. So that gave me the understanding, because like I say, I already knew this, but I've been without sodas and stuff for so fucking long. It's like it became a natural part of my life to eat healthy, drink water. So the way I felt on a daily basis, to me, was a normal feeling. People are like, how are you able to get up and walk around for hours? How are you able to get up and hike and jog and exercise and do all this without like burning out? I said, bro, I don't know. I just have a real energetic feeling. You know what I'm saying? I said most of that comes from what I put in my body. I drink a lot of water. I do things like that. So when you do things like that of that nature, you drinking water, you cleansing your body. You know what I'm saying? You getting a lot of toxins out. And then I got to thinking to myself how a lot of people around the area that I stay, they be sluggish and they look like they look like they're unmotivated. And I'm like, why they can't do what I do? And I said, it just start. And I said, first of all, a lot of people don't have discipline. When you first start doing anything, ain't nothing gonna be easy. When you first start your workout plan, start working out, incorporating workouts into your life, that's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have a little resistance with your body. Your body ain't gonna want to get up and do anything. But that's when the discipline has to sink in. You have to force yourself to do it. No matter if you're tired, just hit that push-up. When you do that, it does something to the brain. It unlocks channels in the brain. Because now you force your brain in your body to act in the way that you wanted to act, not in the way that it wanted to act. And your body wanted to act like, I don't feel like doing no push-ups, and I don't want to do them. But your brain is the power to the body. Your brain controls the body. So you tell, I'm going to use my brain to tell the body, yeah, I know you don't feel like doing a push-up, but we have to do the push-up. Don't matter if you do the push-up super slow, but we have to get these push-ups done. So no matter if, because I usually can get I can usually get 200 push-ups done in less than 15, 20 minutes, sets of 50s. You get what I'm saying? So even if it took me 3 hours to get a set of 50 done, guess what? I still got to get on the ground and hit the set of 50. Because I have to discipline myself to keep going and not quit whenever my body don't feel like it. And when you push yourself through it, you start to unlock these things in your brain where it makes you have a strong mind. You got to understand, discipline creates a strong mind. When you force yourself to do things that you don't want to do, force yourself to move around when you don't want to, it creates a strong-minded person. You get what I'm saying? Resisting things that you know is wrong. Like me, I'm not going to lie to the world. I quit smoking for a while, and I started back. Now I ain't smoking again. You know what I'm saying? Like this is nothing I'm hiding. I'm not hiding, because like I said, I told my fucker straight up, I got imperfections. I'm not a perfect person. And like I told an individual before, I said, hell, there's plenty of times throughout my life I had quit. I had started back, quit. And there might be many more times. You know what I'm saying? Or this might be the last time I might never ever smoke again. You never know. But at the end of the day, when I slip back up and I understand how I fall back, the first thing you got to understand, how do you fall back to your habits? First of all, you have to understand what projections is. Then you have to understand what environments is. And when you understand what projections is, you can protect yourself from that. Then when you understand what environments is, cycles, habits, and things like that, you have to change. Because if you keep one habit that you had when you was addicted, that one habit that you had when you was addicted to drugs will lead you back to the drug or back to what you was doing before then. So say, for instance, going to a certain area every day, always bring up the memory of when you used to sit over there and get high in that area. Now, when you go in that area, it's only going to trigger the fact that you want to get high. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do things to switch up your environment. So when you switch up your environment, you switch up different energies. You do different things. So it's called switching up your environment. You have to switch up your environment. If you don't switch up your environment, you're going to still go back and forth in the loop. And you're going to go back and forth if you don't switch up the environments. You always have to switch up your environments. You got to take different routes. Today you took that street. Now tomorrow take the next street. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday you talked to this one guy over here, now go talk to the other guy over there. It's like every day trying to switch up something different. Because I like we get like stuck in cycles, and we be like, damn, I'm stuck in a cycle. I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Can't get out of the loop. It's because you're in a comfort zone. You got to get out of your comfort zones. Break comfort zones. That's how you break witchcraft, sorcery, and things like that people project onto you. Because best believe, when you start to fall off your square, that means people are projecting onto you. People who don't want to see you succeed. And tell people, like I tell people all the time, you might project onto me. It might set me back a small. It might. But I bounce right back, and I bounce back harder. I don't fall. When I slip back up into an old habit or something, I don't fall right back into it deeply like everybody else. Like far as smoking and vaping, I might do that. I just didn't do like quit it for about damn near what, half a year, and then started back for a couple of weeks and quit again. I ain't stay smoking long. Cause when I started back smoking, I said it don't even feel right smoking again. You know what I'm saying? Cause I went so long without it. So I just threw this shit down. I ain't got the craving for it. So I'm not gonna create a craving because I want to get in the comfort zone of my mind. Don't want to get out of that security zone of what it's used to doing. Because the best way to put it is, as far as with me, when I first quit smoking and stuff like that, like now, I have to find activities that can fill that void of smoking. And then you ask, so why did you slip back up for a little while that you did? Why did you? Because I started to give up the activities that was keeping me disciplined. So it's almost like you have to put some type of activity in place of the other one, or the other activity gonna come back. One or the other. So you have to put certain activities in the place of the other one. So when you slow down, doing what you was doing before, whatever that might be, dude, you might start picking up with bad reactions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bad reactions. Like, it's hot as hell out here, and I got a jacket on. That's just, you know, like this weather down here is bipolar as a motherfucker. I let me would have came out the house without my jacket on. Then it would have been like damn near 30 degrees outside. But like I said, we gotta handle business, man. We handle business. We fight procrastination. We fight doubt. We fight all that. We gonna handle this. We gonna do what we do. We soldiers, man. I tell people all the time, you a soldier. Don't let the world say you ain't. Because a lot of people try so hard. A lot of people try so hard to make things I'm losing my way right now, y'all. But it's another video I want to do when I come on here. Right now, I'm just telling y'all, always stay in your good habits and things that you're doing. Don't pay attention to people, and don't beat yourself up when you backtrack a little bit. That shit happens. You're a human being. You're not perfect. Motherfucker think, oh my God, you quit doing this. Oh my God, yeah. But I got to stay focused so I can keep it, you know what I mean? Because I told motherfucker, anybody can quit doing anything. Just people don't want to quit doing anything. People don't have the sense of discipline. So when you do some amazing shit, that person that's an average person make it seem like you Superman because you did this, and that's not really what it is. I said, hell, it took years of practice for me to even get 30 days of not smoking and smoking. And I ain't smoked a cigarette in about damn near going on a year and a half. I ain't smoked no cigarettes. And I'm talking about like smoking weed. I ain't talking about no cigarettes and no shit like that. Might have smoked a cigar, vaporized here and there and shit like that, but I ain't smoked no cigarette in going on damn near 2 years, which is a good thing. I ain't smoked no cigarette with the filter and the tip and shakes. Fuck with those in years. And then I started to go back to vaping a little bit, and then hear me like my Black and Milds, and I put that down. But now I'm back to my state of mind. And one thing I told myself, if I'm gonna backtrack, I ain't gonna go all the way back to all my old habits. One thing I understood too, me personally, when it was in smoking tobacco and stuff like that, I felt like cigarettes was always the most addictive because it had more chemicals than other tobacco products. So I always told myself, if I slip up a little bit, don't beat myself. One thing I don't ever do is go back to a cigarette. Right? If you go back, turn back around and go to a vaporizer for here and there, okay, cool. But sometimes you have your temptation. We live in a world full of temptations. And I just had a vaporizer the other day, but I'm done. I ain't smoke, I ain't vape yesterday, vaping today. So, it's a great day. Like right now, I'm feeling good. Whenever I feel good, that's when attacks come. Somebody's about to do something stupid, give me a hard look or something like that. That's just what haters do on a daily basis. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. I tell people like this, you got to pay attention to spiritual energy. Whenever you vibrating high, you feeling good about yourself, that's when it attacks you. Because when you vibrate high and you feeling good, that's called a wealth frequency. The world don't want us to be on the wealth frequency so it can take us out of our wealth frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like I rescheduled this appointment 3 times because something just kept getting me lost. And I said, that ain't nothing but somebody projecting onto you that you don't go and they're going to talk about you. So I told myself, man, stay focused and do what the fuck you got to do. Fuck everything else that don't really matter. Fuck everybody that don't matter. You got to focus and get your shit right because this is the last year I'm going to be in the location I'm at. I'm trying to get the fuck on somewhere else. I might still be in the same city, but I ain't going to be in that location over there. But that's what it's all about. It's all about elevating, changing up things, trying to network with new people like me. I like to do a lot of networking with people that got the same like mind like me. If you do books, you're a writer, you're a philosopher, you do music and shit, I like to connect with people like that. A lot of people out here nowadays don't have talents and gifts. They're jealous of the next man who has the gifts and the talents. They don't have them. It's like everybody got gifts and talents, but you got to spend enough time alone to discover what the fuck it is. You ain't gonna find out your talent around 15, 20, 30 motherfuckers that's trying to push an idea of how you should think and act with them onto you when you're around them. You a nigga that wanna do cooking, but the motherfuckers saying, you look like you can be a good dope dealer. You look like you sell dope. You look like you can sell an 8-ball. You look like you can do this. But nigga, I wanna be a chef. I don't wanna sell crack. Niggas who sell drugs and niggas who don't have a hustle. Sorry to say it. Who gets offended by it? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't care what you say. You would say that's a hustle. Selling drugs is a hustle. Yeah, that's the white man's hustle and the white man's fishing net for your ass to go back to keep you in control. The white man know you gonna slang it. Okay, we're gonna give him something to slang. And then when we get tired of these niggas slanging, we'll go grab their ass up and throw them in the cage. But when you got talents and gifts and shit that the white man can't do anything to, oh, they don't like that. So create your talents and gifts. You ain't gotta always be on the corner slanging and shit just to get $1. You know what I'm saying? That might be how a nigga start off if a motherfucker had to hustle or whatever like that. But then you got to develop a talent and skill so you can take that hustle money that you're making and you can invest in that talent and skill so you ain't got to look over your shoulder and worry about jail or death every damn day. That's why I told niggas, ain't nothing wrong. You a street hustler, you sell drugs, but who want to fucking live a life like that when we got to watch our back every single day for the white man that's trying to do a lot of shit to us behind closed doors we don't even see. Look what they doing with the SNAP benefits. How a motherfucker gonna do some shit with food, then try to give you solutions? You got to understand the government behind all this. See, what they have to do, they have to create a crisis. So that crisis creates fear, and that fear creates a control mechanism. So it's something that they want everybody to do, so they got to create a crisis first. Then what they're going to do They got to come back and say, this is a solution. If everybody do this, they can get their SNAP benefits back. If you do this, you do that. And the reason they do that, because they understand if you in fear, you're going to do what they tell you to do after the crisis. And then you'll be paying them extra money, probably paying extra taxes, thinking that you're going to get more food stamps. And I don't know. Like, the government is a wicked. We got to understand. Let's go ahead and be real. Like, I'm going to go ahead and touch on this while I'm on here. I want to do a whole separate build on this. The government is nothing but an entity that's of control. I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I don't give a fuck what you is. You under somebody's control. You a slave, nigga. So look, I'm gonna tell you all this right here. I don't say no white folks in America can tell me how the fuck they control America, but they're not my president. I don't have a president. People say, oh, Donald Trump, your president, my fucking president. He's the country's president, and I happen to live in the country, but guess what? I don't listen to what Donald Trump say. I listen to what the fuck I say. I don't give a fuck about no white motherfucker. That's not supposed to even be running the country anyway. You know, I don't give a fuck about that. That's one thing about me. I'm a rebellious nigga. I don't care. I don't fear jail. I don't fear none of that other shit. I don't fear death. I don't fear none of that. For you white folks that's watching, you can't put fear in me. For you police officers that's watching, you can't put fear in me. It's best you pull your gun out and do what you got to do, because I'll retaliate on police officers. I'm going to be real with you. I'll shoot back at a police officer. I'm saying that on camera. I'll shoot back at your bitch ass. You ever try me? Because I got a real military mind frame, Jay. I'm not playing with nobody out here. Police and all, I ain't playing with nobody out here. When it comes to fucking with mine. Mad Nubian. You know what I'm saying? You niggas, motherfuckers say, hey, freeze! These niggas dropping their guns and shit, but they kill us. They'll shoot me dead quick. But when the police say freeze, these niggas putting their gun down. Y'all niggas is cowards out here in the world. For you so-called gangbanger niggas out there, y'all niggas is cowards. Go do some real shit. Go fight your enemy, which is the white man. That's your real enemy. But the reason I'm speaking like this, because you have to understand something. These motherfuckers want control over us because they mad at the fact that we are the original people. We are the first people on the planet Earth. They ass ain't. So how is the hell is the world being run by people that ain't even natural to the planet? Did you wonder why you got a lot of unnatural shit happening? Come on now, just speak what the fuck I just said out my mouth. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off there so you can ponder on what I just said. Peace.